Hey you guys, happy Tuesday. Kristen here live in Telluride, Colorado. So I totally plan to do this live in my office, well, quote unquote, my kitchen right now. But I was out getting dog food for my dog and I was rushing to get home in time. And I was like, I want to start on time or at least as close as possible. Things we do for our dogs, I made sure to get my dog food real quickly. So here I am. Excited to talk a little bit today about what you really need to be successful on the health and weight loss journey and what kind of support you need. And so what I'm going to talk about tonight are 5 different types of support that you can receive on the health and weight loss journey. So I see Tiffany's live with me. Hey Tiffany, Cindy's here. Allie's here. What's up, Allie? Good to see you. So I'll be talking about like 5 different ways to get support, from the least amount of support to the most amount of support. So like what's available to you out there, your different options, but also help you identify what is best for you and your goals. And I'm going to be very honest with you. And as many of you guys know, obviously I do health and weight loss coaching, but I'm really not talk about me and CMW. I'm really here just to educate you on what's out there, and then you can decide what's best for you. I am very much about education, right? A lot of you guys know I was an educator, have my master's in curriculum. I build curriculum for a living. So I really want to empower you with the knowledge that you need to make a good decision. Okay. So the first type of support that you can receive, and this is pretty common actually, I hear more and more of this, is just getting help from a friend or a family member. Okay. Having like a quote unquote accountability partner. So maybe you have like a gym accountability partner or a walking buddy, or you and your friend, like, or a family member, like you share, like you do a meal plan together or a meal delivery service together, or you cook together. That kind of support, okay? Someone just to kind of share what you're doing with, that kind of camaraderie, I'm going to call it. I'm not going to call it coaching. I'm going to call it camaraderie, right? So that's one type of support that you can receive. So the pros of this is you do have someone that's holding you accountable, right? You have someone you can talk to, that connection, and oftentimes you feel like you don't want to let your partner down, right? And you also want to be a good partner as well. So that's one of the benefits of it. You have common goals, which is awesome. There's that sense of community that's building, right? The cons of having a friend or a family member as an accountability partner is the fact that you can't always rely on someone that is a friend or a family member. I mean, how many times have you had a walking buddy or a gym buddy or a workout buddy, whatever, that did not show up for the workout or said, oh, I can't do it today, this came up? Right. So that's an issue, because then you might be like, well, I'm not going to do it then. Well, my partner can't come, then I'm not going to. Or that partner's only good for a week or two, right? And then they fall off the wagon, right? So that can be one of the consequences of relying on, a friend or a family member. They're not uber committed always. Okay. Just like we're not uber committed. Think about it. Right. So that's the least amount of support, I would say. I would say the second level of support from there is an app. Okay. Maybe the app is like Lose It, MyFitnessPal, there's Noom. I mean, you guys, like there's so many apps these days. Probably comment below if you use an app right now. I'd love to know if you're using an app. So that's another option. The pros of an app is that they're going to give you hard numbers, right? They're going to give you some sort of numbers to hit or a great way to track, and data can be very helpful, right? It does help us raise awareness. It does help us have like a ballpark of what to shoot for in terms of like, let's say macronutrients or calories, or eat these foods, not these foods. You can connect with other people through an app. For example, Cindy says here, used to use them. Okay. Yeah. Cindy, you got something way better now. So that's one of the benefits of having the app, right? And it's nice. Like if you want to track your food and raise awareness, like MyFitnessPal can be super easy. Here's breakfast, here's lunch, here's dinner. So you have some data. Okay. The consequences of apps. Okay. And I have lots of things I can share here, but I would say the first thing is our consistency in using them. So some people say, oh, no, Kristen, I'm like religious about using apps. Like I'm always tracking MyFitnessPal or Lose It. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm following through. And if you're that kind of person, that's great. But what I'm going to ask you is, what kind of results are you seeing? Just because you're tracking and just because you're, doing your part in the app doesn't mean you're seeing results, or you have any real clarity on what works for you in the long run. You might know how many calories you're consuming or how many macronutrients of protein, fats, and carbs you're consuming per day, but like what actually works for you long term? right? That's like the missing ticket there, number one. And then number two, how consistent are you in actually logging? You might log Monday through Thursday, but what about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday? Are you putting all your wine in there? Are you putting out the meals you eat out? I don't know. I know I used to not do that. That was one of the consequences for me with MyFitnessPal. I would only use it a few days a week. Right? And then here's another consequence of the apps, especially like the food tracking apps. I've talked about this before. There's oftentimes a 20 to 30% error rate in terms of what you're tracking. We tend to forget things, right? But not only that, but let's say you ate chicken and broccoli, okay, at a restaurant, right? Let's say I went to Cheesecake Factory and I ordered the healthiest thing on the menu, potentially. I ordered like salmon and broccoli or whatever restaurant it is, right? The salmon and broccoli calories in that particular meal in that particular restaurant might not equate what the calories are on the MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal might have it at, I don't know, 500-600 calories, but in the reality, it's 1,000 calories minimum at the restaurant because there's oil and there's butter and all these other things that they're using that MyFitnessPal's not, taking account into, right? So that's why the apps are not foolproof, and I do not recommend them as a long-term solution unless you are in the maintenance phase of your journey. Or, like I said, I don't want to say they're the worst thing in the world because they do work for some people, right? But in my experience with clients I've worked with, they're not the long-term solution, okay? Maybe if you want to lose a couple of pounds, but you want to lose a couple of pounds, that's just a couple quick things. Any app will help you. Just common sense can help you. I hate to say it. Okay, so that's number two, was the apps. Number three is going to be group coaching. Okay, now group coaching, there's a big umbrella here. So for example, let's say you belong to a gym, okay, and you go to a group class, a few days a week or 5 days a week, whatever it is, right? Group coaching is great because you have that sense of community, all right? Or maybe you're part of a challenge. Okay. And, you have a big Facebook. We just finished our CMW Summer Challenge. Super fun, by the way. Cindy came in second place. Congratulations. So let's say you're in a challenge, right? You have a coach, or maybe there's multiple coaches. You have a group of people that are like-minded, similar goals. You're all inspiring each other, pushing each other on. That sense of community is so important. I love community. This is a big part of what we do in CMW. And this is why we do the challenges a few days a year. Another type of group coaching could be you're part of a group coaching program, right? So we actually have one going on right now in CMW for the first time, the CMW Summer Sizzles, an 8-week group coaching program where every Monday we have a group coaching call with everyone who's involved. It's a small group. And then we also have our CMW private community. So what's nice about group coaching is you can share your issues, right? What you're going through, what you need support with in the group call, get coached on it. And then other people who are listening in can also get value from that call, right? Or even if you're not sharing what you're going through, you're just listening to your mentor, your coach, whoever it is, giving advice, you can learn a lot from just listening in. Right? So there's tons of value in a group coaching program. I actually do group coaching, not just for CMW, but also I coach business coaches on how to scale their business and health coaches on how to help their clients. And so I know when I do group coaching calls for, business owners, a lot of times like one person sharing what they're going through and me helping them helps everyone else in the room. So that's going to be helpful as well. So I am a fan of group coaching, right? So I just mentioned a challenge, a group Zoom call, for example. Some of you have belonged to Weight Watchers before, maybe. That's group coaching as well. Or maybe you have a group you meet with once a month, whatever it is. Okay. The fourth type of coaching is going to be one-on-one coaching. Okay. And one-on-one coaching, of course, is a big part of what we do in CMW, but I love the one-on-one coaching. I actually had several one-on-one calls today. And what's cool is like you get that personalized attention. You can share whatever it is on your heart in a safe space. You don't have to share it with the world or multiple people. It's just your coach. So it's private. And you might feel like you can really express what you're going through, especially when it comes to the health and weight loss journey. The health and weight loss journey is so much more than just being told what to eat, how to exercise, what foods you should buy. Like, that's just part of it. The real part of the journey is actually following through and being consistent. And there are so many things in our life that hold us back from being consistent, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's travel, whether it's our emotions, whether it's our own thoughts about ourselves and this journey, this fear of failure, emotional eating. I can go on and on and on. But what's cool about these one-on-one calls is you can be totally vulnerable and share what's holding you back. And your coach, a good coach, will help you work through that. So if you are an emotional eater, working through those emotions, how not to turn to food for comfort. Or if you think you're a failure, you had a really crappy week and you just like did not eat well and you didn't exercise as much as you wanted to, you're not following through with your goals, like your one-on-one coach will help you really identify what's holding you back and give you some strategies for moving forward based on your life. Right? One-on-one coaching is not cookie cutter. It does not appeal to the masses. It's what works for you. And so I truly believe that one-on-one coaching is the game changer for your lifelong results, especially if weight loss has been something you've struggled with for a very long time. You've done every diet in the book. You've done the apps. You've done the challenges. You've done the group coaching programs. You've done the friend as a accountability partner, whatever. You follow people on Instagram, all these things. And notice I actually did not mention Instagram, Facebook, as support. Because again, like a lot of the posts that you're seeing on these feeds are more marketing. Okay. There's always a call to action. They might give you some tips and tricks, and tips and tricks are cool for like a little bit, but they're more of like a band-aid, if you will. I don't feel like they always give you the clarity and the long-term solution. So I didn't even put that on here. The fifth and final, and I would say the most best amount of support on the health and weight loss journey is going to be a combination. It's called a hybrid of one-on-one and community. All right. I always say, and I said this actually in my workout, was it yesterday? Or maybe it was the challenge celebration call. Thank Cindy, you were there. Is it takes a village. There is so much strength in numbers. And so when you have a combination of that one-on-one customized personal support with a community that is supportive and you're around like-minded people and you're learning from others, you are surrounded by love and support. So I personally love a hybrid. And anytime I've gone through a coaching program, I've always had that hybrid. I've always had a personal coach and a community. And as Cindy just said, yeah, community's everything. Finding your tribe, finding people that you connect with, and more importantly, and not even just people you connect with. You don't have to meet your best friends in a community. But what you can find in community are people that are also having the same struggles as you. You know, people that are looking to learn, you know, a place where you can be yourself, a place where you can post and share and evolve. Okay. So again, I am somebody like I'm an extrovert, you know, most of the time. I love being around people. But I also understand that like I want my voice to be heard and I want that one-on-one time with somebody. So I've always worked with coaches. I work with a coach right now, actually, not for health and weight loss, but for something else. But I also have like my different communities. I have my business communities, my health and fitness community, obviously in CMW. And that's the best package deal. Okay, that is something that you will have for the rest of your life. And that is why, and now I'll plug CMW for a moment. That is why CMW is so successful with so many of our people, because we have both elements. You know, so I always encourage that. And so I wanted to give you those 5 different strategies. And I'd love at this point, if you're watching me live or watching the recording, give me a hashtag replay, by the way, if you're watching the recording. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what you're currently using or what you have used in the past that has worked for you. 1 through 5. 1 is a friend, family member. 2 is an app. Just drop a comment below. 1, 2 is an app. 3 is group coaching. So it's a challenge. It's a gym. It could be just a group coaching program. Maybe you're in Summer Sizzle right now. Number 4 is one-on-one coaching. And then number 5 is a hybrid of one-on-one and group coaching. Or comment below if there's another support system that you have used that I didn't mention. I'd love to highlight that for you or talk more about it. Okay. Tiffany, all 5. And Cindy, all 5. Okay, there we go. Yeah, guys. So again, like, I think also too, the most important thing about getting support is recognizing that the support you're getting is not biased, right? Like I say in CMW all the time, in CMW, we love cookies, but nothing we do is cookie cutter. How one person eats and moves is different from another person, then another person, then another person. So you might be listening to me talk now and thinking, well, how is everyone successful? Where's your formula if everyone's doing something different? And I say that's the answer, is that every person is different. What works for them sustainably and stress-free varies from person to person. So, you know, for me, for example, like I love weight training. You know, I like my cardio, I like my yoga. I'm a hiker, obviously. I'm here in Colorado. But for some people, they're like, that's not my jam. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want to do Pilates. I want to dance. I want to do some like hip hop, you know. And that's cool. How can we make that part of your formula? How can we make that part of your recipe for success? So the best type of support, and I didn't want to make this like one of the, I guess, 6, because I think this falls into any of these, is something that truly allows you to be you. You are not molding to something else. And I believe in this as well for business coaching. All right. So I know Tiffany from Business Coaching. Hey, Tiffany. I feel like you have to have your secret sauce. So how you bring in new clients, how you structure your day, who you surround yourself with, your goals, your mission, right? You are unique. And this is why, guys, like I'm so big on one-on-one coaching, especially because like you cannot Google how many calories should I have a day to lose weight. Google does not know you. Right? You're just an algorithm. You're part of the algorithm, right? Find someone that can really get to know you, who cares about you, that's not just going to put you into a pool and give you some hard numbers and say, go. Because guess what? If weight loss was that easy, we'd have way more successful people and way less money in the health and weight loss industry. It's a $63 billion industry because it's not that easy. People try to turn to supplements, they turn to products, and y'all know how I feel about that if you've heard me talk before. Okay. So like I said, I listed the 5. Obviously, number 5 is the most and the best, in my opinion. And that's what we do in CMW, right? We really get clear on what you need to be successful, your recipe for success, and something you could do for the rest of your life. I'm going to give a shout out to Cindy right here because she watches all our videos. Cindy, we love you. She hit her monthly goal again this month and she beat it by 2 pounds actually. So Cindy, what are you, over 60 pounds down now at this point, right? When you left CMW, you were 35 pounds down, 36 pounds down. Now we're at 60, I think 62, right? You got to tell me again. Because she has her recipe for success. She knows what works for her. And that's what we will help you do. Simple as that. So if you're looking for some more support, 62, I knew it. Thank you. Okay. If you're looking for that really customized support, but also the love of a community, yeah, way to go, Cindy. Awesome. Thank you, Tiffany, for the shout out. I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to learn more about you. I'd love to know where you are right now. I want to know all the things you've done. And guess what? We're not going to do any of those things again because they didn't work for you long term. So I want to know where you've been, where you are now, and where you want to be. And we'll strategize like the best way to get you there. And if I can help you, if CMW is a great fit, I'll explain exactly what we'll do together, step by step, how our one-on-one and our group coaching works together. And if we're not a good fit, I'll be really honest. I'll put you in the right direction. I have tons of referrals for you. Something else that could be a good fit. I'll be brutally honest. All right, because I'm in the business of helping people get results. We are truly results driven. Okay. I don't care about how many clients we have in CMW. I care about how many success stories we have because that's what makes people happy and that brings me joy. So I want to bring you joy as well. So if you want me to bring you joy, give you clarity, bring you consistency, and help you get to your goals, schedule a complimentary call with me, createmyweight.com/apply. I'll drop the link here below. I'd love to connect with you. It's a new month. It's August 1st. Can you believe it? New opportunity. And I'm going to encourage you to try something new. Do not go back to things you've already done. We know it's not going to work again long term. So what kind of support are you going to opt for this month? All right. So comment below with which number, 1 through 5. What are you going to try? Let me know. I'm going to hold you accountable. All right. Hi, Nacho. He's not here, actually. He's at home. I need to go home and get him his dog food. I'm on my way home right now. Masho is my dog. He's my pride and joy. He appears in my workouts sometimes because he cannot leave my side. It's thundering here. He's probably freaking out. But okay, I'm going to head home, guys. I got to go. createmyweight.com/apply. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Was this helpful? Did this kind of give you like a bird's eye view of all the different kinds of support out there? Like I said, if I missed one, comment below with it. I can definitely comment on it and see if it can be a viable source for you. But yeah, have an awesome Tuesday, August 1st. New month, new goals, new opportunities. All right. Have an awesome Tuesday. Bye.